welcome to another episode of His Turn, Her Turn. And I'm Lauren Fix, the car coach. With me is...
I would be the his turn part. I'm Paul Bryan. Nice to be with you again.
We have a very important vehicle. Jaguar has come out with a luxury SUV or crossover, depending on how you look at it, and that is the new F Pace. This car we have been waiting for sure.
Yeah, it has. They teased us with this actually at the LA show 2 years ago.
I know, and we were like, whoa!
Yeah.
This is a game changer for Jaguar. There's a lot of impressive things on this that the competition is not going to be happy about.
And somebody over there was smart enough, Joe Eberhard or whoever
Very
it is,
smart.
They're saying, you know what, we're watching the trends go to crossovers and sport utility vehicles, and this is built on the same architecture as the XE, so it's a crossover.
Right.
And
lots of competition in this
Oh
one.
yeah, a lot
Huge,
of competition.
From literally almost everybody, especially the Germans. This is the S. This is the top of the line. It's got the body kit. It's got the 380 horsepower engine. This one has every single possible option, and the price comes in at
around 75.
Still under 75. That includes destination delivery.
It's around 75.
Well, here's the interesting.
What are you going to be, the
Nobody
74,995 girl?
You know what? No one pays retail anyhow. At least I hope you don't. There's a lot of cool technology in this vehicle and a lot of aluminum, and they've really done a great job on design.
So anyway, let's
take it for a spin.
I'd rather drive it, but
Yeah, not for a spin. Let's drive it off-road.
Okay.
Let's take it on the roads, and let's show you its capabilities.
Okay.
Because this is a really exciting vehicle.
first blush on the new F Pace Jaguar. This is really important, and the reason why it's really important is that 65% of the car market right now is not car market. 65% of light passenger vehicles in the United States are being sold as crossover vehicles and SUVs. We've got them opening up themselves to the hottest segment in the industry right now, where 2/3 roughly of all sales are happening. So you say, well, Paul, you know, how are they going to do on this?
How are they going to do on this, Paul?
Funny you should ask me. How are you going to do on this? They're going to do right fine. What I'm saying is that you've got to bring game to this game. You can't just show up and say, hey, I'm going to go ahead and get in here and try to do it. And I can think of a couple of Chevy and GM products that try to do that, but they don't do that. So this is a whole different segment, and you got to bring game, and this is bringing it. When you sit down in here, this whole thing is saying, I am a luxury crossover sport utility vehicle. The architecture on here is highly aluminum. It keeps it light. The layout in here is astonishingly good. The instrument panel and all of the instrumentation, the nav system, I couldn't love more. Everything that's going on here and all of the touch points on the center console, the stitching is great. The materials are terrific. It's hugging my butt real nice, and my butt loves to get hugged. What can I tell you? But it, you know, it feels right. What I'm saying is that this is going to be a contender. Jaguar's biggest problem is going to be getting people into showrooms and into test drives. They're going to have to really rely heavily on experiential marketing to get people in here and drive them. Once they drive them, I think that they're going to see a lot of people signing the line on these vehicles. I am digging this. I love the sunroof. I love the full panoramic roof up here. It's just great.
Well, Paul's right on when he says this car is a game changer. Now, we've driven both V6 engines and the diesel, and we both agree they did a phenomenal design job. Number one, to turn this center screen in front of me into a complete navigation screen is very cool. This is very different than what you see with Audi, where they have the virtual cockpit, the gauges shrink. You can see it on the head-up display. It's telling me a lot of information, including the directions from where we're going. But down below, and not just that, is it has the cruise control. It's giving me all the information I need off the navigation, how much fuel is left, all the information that I really need. Now, this has a race mode. They call it a race mode. It's got a little checkered flag, and of course it has an eco mode. So it depends on how you want to drive. Of course, I like the race mode. Lots of storage in the doors, on the side of the center console. The glove box is good for maybe a pack of Kleenex and maybe a protein bar is what it is. The huge glass roof, really like it. This particular vehicle that I'm in has this, they call it the jet sunroof, our headliner. It's like an Alcantara. It's a very like suede-ish looking material. Very nice. Love the red interior. You can see that around me. Love the red interior. They also offer it with like a lime-colored stitching, and they have a lot of really cool options and colors, different wheels. Every single surface is soft. The steering wheel is one of my absolute favorites. It has a spot, you know, for like a racing wheel with thumb rest. It doesn't come flat bottom, but is that really going to make a difference? The steering wheel comes power. Everything is memory. You can pick carbon fiber. You can pick brushed aluminum. And there's so many options in this car. Visibility-wise, excellent. Again, typically of any crossover and SUV, you're going to have a limitation because of the way the hatch comes down and back. But you have a round view camera. That is fantastic. You have park assist, which is excellent. And that's not just the beep, beep, beep. That's actually the help with the parallel parking. And there's a lot of little nuances to this car that the competition doesn't have. And I have to give them a lot of credit for that. I can't come with anything negative on that. It'd be nice to have massaging seats, but isn't that a first world problem? Paul says it is.
It is.
It is. He said, see, he agrees with me. So truthfully, I love this vehicle. I love a lot of things about this vehicle. Fuel economy numbers. Paul, what do you have for the fuel economy numbers? It
beats me, Lieutenant.
looks like 18 city.
18 and 23.
Yeah, it's a 20 overall. But the vehicle itself, I mean, there's so many goodies and so many options that if you can't personalize this, hey, you can even put your name on the sill plate. I guess, do you really want that? I mean, do you want John Smith on the vehicle after you're done with your lease? I mean, I don't know. I don't know what the dealer's going to do with vehicles like that. I'm sure they'll come up with something. Plenty of leg space in the back, which I thought was really important. And when you open the hatch, there is a ton of space in back that's pretty equivalent to like a Cayenne or an X5. So I think you're getting a lot of car for your money, a lot of technology, a lot of safety. And I think you should take one for a test drive.
As you can see, this is a car that has tremendous capability and has, as I said in my segment inside the car, they have brought a lot of game to the game. This is not a car that, or a vehicle that needs to go through a generation or two of refinement to be able to be competitive in its segment. It's competitive right now.
Oh my gosh, that technology, I just love that. Is it In Control Touch Pro? I love these names. I don't know what comes up with
So there's
this.
a guy sitting somewhere in Coventry who's coming up with.
I got a great idea.
Yeah.
So anyways, what it does is it takes the whole dash in front of you and turns it into a complete navigation screen. And you're thinking, well, wait a minute. I want to know what fuel I've got left in my tank and what my speedometer is. Well, it's not just on the head-up display, but it's also down low so you can see that. Yeah. You can customize. Love the fact that you can customize the whole center stack.
Your whole home screen and everything else, you can put in there what you like. After you get to live with it for a while, you say, well, you know what, I use this a little bit more than this is what I'm finding I like. Right. You can customize it for yourself.
And the shape and the sizes of the icons, too.
You don't have to live with what they've put in there. You can put into it what you want to put into it.
Nobody else has that.
And the system is agnostic. It doesn't matter whether it's an Apple system or a Droid system.
There's a lot of cool technology. The big glass sunroof, it's a little different than some of the other vehicles. They move the bar further back, so you have a huge glass movable roof. It literally has air-conditioned seats, heated seats, great high-end Meridian sound system, and tons of legroom. I sat in the back. I was really impressed.
Who was the DJ who was driving this before we got
I know, we got in the vehicle and they had that bass just cranked. And let me tell you, if you like bass cranked, this will fit you, make you really happy, because we were like, oh,
Yeah, you're
getting
going to have to go
old.
to your ear doctor after a
Yeah.
while, but it's got lots
Yeah.
of capability. It's so nice on this car to be looking at a vehicle that doesn't look like everybody else's
Yes.
sport ute. It's really got a unique style to it. It's you can look at it and
It's aggressive, too. I
and
like
it
it.
says it's a Jaguar.
Oh, yeah.
Which I like a lot.
There's
It
one
is.
thing we need to add to this is that Jaguar maintenance is included.
Yeah.
Now, I'll tell you, the German vehicle I have, an oil change is $200. That's ridiculous.
Darn good oil.
Yeah, well, the same oil is in this, and it's included for free. Full maintenance, 60,000 mile warranties. If you keep it, you're going to drive it on the road a lot. Smart. Jaguar really hit all the points. And the only other manufacturer out there that offers maintenance is BMW.
Yeah.
So really look at all the numbers when you count in the insurance. I have a feeling that this may be your next vehicle, because I'll tell you what, I think we're both impressed.
Yeah, we really are.
Well
it's
done,
it's a good
Jaguar.
one. Nicely played, Ian Callum.
Yes.
Everybody else.
At Jaguar.
Take the rest of the week off. You did well. Yeah.
They're ahead of the game. Where everyone else is saying, well, we did this and now we're modifying. We've already done that. We're coming out of the box ready to go. I can only think of like one thing I'd like it to have, and that's massaging seats, and that's because I'm spoiled. But other than that, it'd be nice, like some of the other cars allow you to turn the heat and the air conditioning on at the same time in the seats.
I can think of something I'd
Yes.
like to have.
What would you like to have, Paul?
I'd like to have in there for my name on a title.
On the title? Ah, I bet you
So-
they can arrange that for you
I
for
bet
about
they can.
$75,000.
Okay, we're going to wrap things up
Yep.
from Colorado. We are in the shadow of,
Beautiful Aspen.
God paints with a beautiful brush, and boy, did he do a nice job out here. This
It
is
is
just
pretty.
a spectacular place.
Yes.
The police out here rival the East Germans for.
Yes. Yes, they do.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Check out all our other videos as well. Don't forget, at the Paul Bryan, I'm at Lauren Fix. Thank you for watching. Take care.
So long, everybody.